Yo, what is up, everybody? My name is Longtide, and today we are back with another OSRS video. Now, I'm going to try to make this video as straightforward as possible. Not going to try to talk too much and confuse you on how to do this boss, but let me tell you, everybody, Phosani's Nightmare is a brand new boss. I mean, not too new according to this video and when it was made, but it is relatively new, and I'm telling you, it can make you some serious money. I'll throw up on the screen here a recent drop I got prior to 100 KC 500 mil in about 10 minutes. So this is going to be in max setup, but let me tell you, you can do this with an Abyssal Bludgeon. It's a very easy boss. We actually, in the clan right now, Shift 4 CC, we're actually doing a bingo, and it's called Get Out of Your Comfort Zone Bingo. And we have people that aren't even max combat doing Phosani's Nightmare right now. And it's really easy, and it's really good money, especially maybe some startup cash if you're slacking a little bit. And also, if you want to join Shift 4, I'll leave a link to the Discord in the description under. We are a noob-friendly clan. I'm telling you, there's probably only 3 people in the clan actually doing Tob right now, but everyone's doing chambers. It's a very friendly community. We're always in voice chat. Come along, have some fun, and yeah, let's kind of get into the guide here. So first, what you want to do, just to, like I said, max setup in the inventory here. We got the mage setup with the harm staff, and then the elder maul. That's going to be for your parasites. Now, you can use a god sword, or you can use another crush weapon, but I prefer the maul. Just because you can actually switch to two-handers, just because you really only want to bring the scythe or the bludgeon. And then you got the claws for your spec weapon, blowpipe for the sleepwalkers, and then the ham joint I use for the what are they called? Little demons she pops out. And then I bring the amulet of Blood Fury. Now, the amulet of Blood Fury is something people look over so hard these days. It is such a good amulet. I love having this amulet. If you hit it with a scythe, you are going to go to full HP really fast. So, I mean, I recommend bringing it. You don't have to if you don't want to spend the money, waste the money, or however you want to look at it. But you got to spend money to make money in this game. And let me tell you, this amulet of Blood Fury has saved my life so many times. So, I definitely recommend bringing it. But nonetheless, what we're going to do here, so the way I kind of get to Phosani's, and I wanted to record how to get there and stuff just to be, to make this a full guide. Basically, I angler up, hit my rapid heal twice, and what that'll do is reset the health bar up there so you can kind of have your full HP when you get there. Hit your stand pot once or twice. If you ran from the active file, you'll probably have to hit it twice, and then start running to Phosani's. Now, I do want to tell you, this boss is very, and also hit your rapid heal while you're going there, because it will take a little bit, but this boss is very, you have to focus, and, I hope you didn't skip forward, because I do want to kind of talk about my mindset, and I will talk about it again for the people that have skipped forward, but I really want to talk about mindset in this guide, because RuneScape is a very easy game. It is a very easy game. All we're doing is clicking squares, guys. Like, that's all we're doing. But if you have the right mindset, you start clicking squares a little bit more confidently, a little bit more relaxed. And let me tell you, relaxed is what you need to be for this boss, and especially, for anything, really. TOB, chambers, I mean, you name it, you got to be relaxed. Because if you kind of get ahead of yourself, kind of get shaky and everything, you're going to mess yourself up, and it's not going to end well. So the mindset you want to have here, Phosani's has 4 phases. The first 3 phases, really, she does the same thing. It's the same shebang 3 times in a row, and then the 4th phase, she starts turning off your prayers and stuff. But the first 3 phases, you'll have random stuff popping up, like flowers, which the flowers, you just don't stand in the dark flower area. You got the holes popping up. Just wait a second, take a deep breath, and just step to the empty square. And as well as you have the parasite, which all you have to do is click your health bar, and it'll pop out, and you can easily knock it out with the maul, which I'll show you that in a second. But it's a really straightforward boss when you get the gist of it. But hey, look at my scoreboard. I tell you, 97 kill count, 95 deaths. Before I got my first KC for this boss, I had died 40 something times, and I'm still dying to this day. And I'm actually going to cut the recording because I might die and I might have to re-roll. So It's that serious. Like, I've never met someone that's just perfect at Phosanis. You'll still make mistakes even after you kind of master it. So I'm going to cut the video, do a little jump cut real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm really glad I actually did make that cut because I was on the wrong spell book and I didn't realize it until I was trying to mage the towers. But anyways, so now we're going to get into Phosanis. That was kind of an intro, but let's take a moment to take a deep breath, okay? You're going to kill this boss. You're going to get that KC. Put on your Dragon Claws. Take a moment to realize, look, this is a really easy game. This is about mindset and just clicking a couple squares for the right action. And also, I will talk my head off during this kill, so if you want to slow down the video for, hey, do it. I promise you this is going to be a lot that I'm going to be saying, but it's not that stressful. I don't want to miss a beat for anyone that's kind of, really skeptical about every detail. So take a deep breath and let's get started. So put on your Dragon Claws, and normally I do wait until she's up before I pot, but in this scenario I'm just gonna pot off the bat. We might have to pot again in the middle of the fight, which is fine, but put on your melee prayer and strength prayer or whatever you have, and let's get to specking. So you want to camp that melee prayer. She has a very strong melee attack and it's very fast, and it will send you back to Lumbridge really quick. Now sometimes you might see me get lazy with that melee just because I have, kind of built the muscle reflex to, quickly, phase fakey it real quick, but I don't recommend doing that. When I started learning, I was always camping that melee prayer. It was so annoying just holding my, cursor here, but I had to do it because I didn't want to die. And I died like 70 times. So don't expect that you won't die. But anyway, so now it's the mage phase. She has switched my prayers here, so let me kind of talk about this a little bit. So what she just did right there, if you've never done Nightmare, is she basically just shifted my prayers to the right. And what I mean by that is range is now melee, mage is now range, and range sorry, melee is now mage, and range is melee. So it's just basically one to the right in your prayer book. And I know it probably doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me for a while. But hopefully you kind of get the gist of it after a little bit. And hey, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. So please do some, do some masses before you get here and everything. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually waiting for the Nightmare to wear off here. Because I definitely don't want to be slowed when the range attack comes. One moment, let me kind of get my foundation going again, because I did not mean to hit those mushrooms. Do mind, I am going to make mistakes. I'm not the best at commentating these kills while I'm doing them. Okay, we're done with the first phase. So if you noticed, Phosani's Nightmare is really the same thing for the next 3 times. So it's obviously not going to be the same specials, but it's the same, kind of concept. You turn on your prayers, you deal with her specials, and you just kind of send it. Once she knocks down her force field, you get the maging the towers, boom, she's on to the next phase. The phase you really have to worry about is after the 3rd time that you've knocked down her towers, and I'll explain why when we get there. So if you want to, you can kind of pop a special here real quick. Not necessary, but definitely does help. Back to the mage. Just mage the towers down and get going. Sorry if I'm really quiet here. I'm just trying to focus. I don't want to die. But what I just did right there is basically cured the parasite. She impregnates you with a bug, and you have to let that bug pop out and kill it. So a quick way you can do it with your mage armor on is put on your gloves. I don't know if it works with like just normal Barrow's gloves, but if you have ferocious gloves, it normally, if you turn on your piety and turn on your ferocious gloves, you should be able to knock it out with your mage armor on, just so you don't have to sit there and do a million flicks like you're at Zola or something. Got that one down. Got this one to worry about. Like I said, camp that melee. I knew she was doing it. That's why I felt it in the force. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, they and them, she is waiting every second of the day to sit here and clock you out and send you to Lovebridge. I'm telling you, that's her job. And the main hard thing about Phosani's is she does so much damage. Like it's not the mechanics. The mechanics are so easy. Once you have them down, you have them down. It's really simple mechanics. It's those darn, you know, it's those darn hits, man. It's those hits. But anyways, second melee, just like that. Face fakied. A little temper shot on it. What you can also do here, this is like, you know, kind of for my people that have gotten a couple KCs, you can actually use this corner and kind of like tick hit it. Basically, after you hear that second noise, stop for a second. Once you hear that second noise of the holes, you can just step back and hit her. She won't put holes on that corner unless you're standing on it. Then, you know, because she always does put a hole on whatever square you're on. So that won't ever change. But if you're not standing on that hole, technically, when she scans you again, then you're good. You won't have any holes on that corner at all. So that's just kind of a heads up. It does help a lot. It makes things a lot less stressful, especially on that last phase when you're, you know, trying to, you know, spec her out and everything. So, and also just a heads up, you do want to save. You want to try to have 100% spec whenever you get to the last part of her. I'm doing this kind of lazy right now, sorry. But you do want to have like 100% spec for the last phase. So basically, this will be the last time that she brings out. Not the last time. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying right here. Gotta focus real quick. I don't know if I've said it already, but whenever you see her do mushrooms or flowers or something like that, she always comes out with these 5 black hole spots. Don't get scared, and make sure you're on a good world for you. Make sure your ping's good, because, you know, sometimes if you're on a good pinged world, you can actually pull off, you know, the holes and stuff pretty easily, even if you're kind of like a little late. So don't stress out about them. They're really quite easy. 1, 2, 3. You want to be fast on those guys with the blowpipe. I don't know if I explained those, but those are the sleepwalkers. You want to knock out all of them. Just go to the middle and be ready. So this phase is the special phase, okay? This is where Phosani, she turns off your prayers, and she is going to melee you like crazy. So you want to be ready to have your melee prayer on at all times, and always have your prayer book open unless you need like food or something. So always have your prayer book open, because she will constantly just be turning off your prayers here. And so just to kind of, you know, explain what she's doing when she turns off your prayers. So she basically, if you're praying the thing, like if you're kind of pre-praying what she's about to do to you, she will turn that off. So like if you're expecting her to pray mage, or if you're expecting her to shoot a mage ball at you and she does, she will kind of, you know, kind of penalize you there for, you know, predicting her next move. So just be careful with that. Here we go, the switching. I kind of felt like she was gonna do that. Range is melee, hit that off. Melee is mage. She turned it off again. Turn it off again. And that's 3 times. 4. Now we're back to normal. Heart. Constantly turning off my prayers here. Sorry for being quiet. I do like to commentate. So on this part, I do like to stall a little bit until she kind of gets busy doing something here, because she can send out those thralls and really mess you up. Because if you're not like ready for the sleepwalkers, you're done. Like it kind of gets messy. And so, you know, the thralls, they don't go away even if it is moving on to the next phase. Everything else does, but fortunately the thralls do not. And here we are going into the last phase here. You want to hit all of them, guys. You want to hit all of them. I'm gonna miss one. That's fine. That's fine. You can miss one, okay? You can miss one. That's fine. She'll hit you for a 70. But hopefully we spec her out here. So, last phase, you just want to spec her out. Okay, she has a very small health pool here. You've made it. Ladies and gentlemen, they and them. You're about to get your KC. Just be patient. Don't get ahead of yourself here. It's a lot of holes, but just, I mean, hey. There it is. Oh my god, I got the sleepy tablet! Let's go! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I have no one to tell about this. Do I? I have no one to tell. Kim! I got the sleepy tablet. Okay, I don't. Okay, anyways, I had to tell somebody that. But anyways, I got the sleepy tablet, everybody. So there we go. That is Phosani's nightmare. And I'm just shocked. I've been grinding for that for so long. Now I can actually do the quests and everything. But that is Phosani's nightmare, everybody. I want you to, you know, pat yourselves on the back if this video got you the KC. Hopefully you didn't have to slow the, or, you know, speed up the video or slow it down, whatever. But hopefully this helps you get a KC. If you're not in the clan, if you're looking for a community that's very open, very fun, and we're always in voice chat, ready to talk to everyone, go ahead, join Shift 4. I'll leave a link in the description with the Discord, and that's that. And ladies and gentlemen, they and them, my name is Long Tide, and I hope you do have a great rest of your day, and be safe out